It's no longer enough to just beat the games. I have to complete them, all for a fleeting dopamine hit and imaginary gamer points. This is the Backlog Buster Platinum Hits. Just like with Demon Souls, I've played Dark Souls to death, bro. But I've never actually platinumed the game. That's changing right now. For a trophy overview, well, it's actually not terrible, surprisingly. There's the standard fare of beating all the bosses and progressing the main story. That takes up a good 15 of the 41 achievements. Then I'll have to collect all of the miracles, pyromancies, and sorceries. Going along with that, I'll have to find every covenant for an achievement. I'll also need to level up most of them for covenant rewards for the platinum, since, well, a lot of miracles are tied to covenant rewards. I did do most of the covenant shenanigans in my challenger playthroughs, so this is already... Oh, wait, of course this is on a new profile. Weapon collecting and upgrading is easily one of the most tedious tasks in the Platinum. I'll have to max out one of each weapon upgrade type, which is going to require a lot of upgrade stones. Then I need to collect the 50 or so named weapons for Knight's Honor Trophy. These are very specific weapon pickups and drops. This includes every single boss soul weapon, along with every single boss with a tail cut. There are a lot of quote-unquote unique weapons that aren't required for the trophy. Makes you wonder who picked these ones specifically. Afterwards, I'll need to get both endings, which is not a problem, since you need to go into multiple New Game Plus cycles anyways. These New Game Plus cycles are specifically for Sunlight Spear and the Knight's Honor Trophy. Seems a bit daunting, but I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve for an easy breezy platinum. No surprises here, but I'm starting Pyromancer with a Master Key. It's the earliest Pyro Flame that you can get, and it starts at level 1. The Asylum's nothing special as usual. Oh look, that's the first trophy already. Enkindle for lighting a bonfire. They're just giving these away. Just gonna mosey on down the hallway. Oh right, this playthrough is completely unrestricted, so it's all on the table for once. Hello, hand axe. Oscar's handing over his Estus flask for the next trophy. At this rate, I'll be done in no time. Picking up my Pyro Flame. Asylum Demon's big dumpy absolutely dumpstered. I was just kidding. Hey, leave me alone. This may be the worst Asylum Demon fight of my life, but I will simply throw a second fireball and win. Plump rump roasted. Arriving at Firelink Shrine gets me the third trophy, and you all know what's coming. It's straight down to New Londo Ruins for shenanigans. I'm snatching up the soul on the way out to the Valley of Drakes using the Master Key. Hello, Mr. Dragon. I'll be taking this, but I'll be back later. I'm dying. Double Drake dodging out to Darkroot. You know what, I'm thinking I'll go ahead and do a mixed Pyro Sorcery build this time around, just to showcase how powerful you can get in Dark Souls. Grasscrest Shield snatched up, and I'll actually use it this time. Oh, come on, man, let me through. Oh well, the bonfire's right there, this'll be... Does that Black Knight Halberd change my plans for this playthrough? Yes. Yes, it does. I'm gonna kill that Crystal Lizard on the way to the parish, and it gives me 2 Twinkling Titanite. This start really couldn't get any better. Snatching up the Hunter set. A couple of arrows. I'll need those. You'll see my master plan soon enough. Which is actually just right now at the parish, after I give the onions a stern talking to. Dark Souls Remastered has a consumable dupe. First step is to buy, about 750 arrows from Andre. But before we start duping, I'm gonna unlock the Firelink shortcut, and do a bit of runaround for some easy souls and humanity nearby. Oh, who's that over there? Why, yes, Petrus, I would love to join the Way of White for a trophy. One last quick trip up around Firelink Shrine and around the graveyard. Oh well, I couldn't dodge the giant skeletons and their graveyard smash. I want to maximize my value before I start duping, so I'm going to clear the parish of enemies, including that Baronique Knight. I'll grab the Firekeeper soul too. That should be enough souls to get 999 wooden arrows. It's time to dupe, but first I need to rearrange my inventory. Dupable item in the second slot, and I'm going to cancel out of dropping 999 arrows. The dupe is primed. Now for the tricky part. I've got to stack 2 menus on top of each other, just like this. Then presto, I've just used 999 of this consumable soul. This dupe's a little harder to execute than in Demon Souls because it requires some very specific button presses, but there's absolutely no time pressure. You can do it as many times as it takes until you get it right. I really don't know how this works, I just know that it works. There's a bunch of videos around to explain it if you want further details. I'm no longer a guide writer / games journalist. I'm strictly a video game enjoyer now. Maybe a waste of my talents, but you can't beat the taste of freedom. Anyways, with about 1,000 low-value consumables finally duped, I can begin leveling up. Yeah, I'll take the stats to wield the Black Knight Halberd with Vitality and Endurance to the soft caps and, oh, I don't know, 7 attunement slots sounds about right? That was a pretty lucrative first half hour of gameplay. No time like the present to dupe even more souls for even more levels though. And Andre, you may as well sell me all of your wares, including an exorbitant amount of those Titanite shards. I'm gonna need them all, trust me, I'm probably gonna even buy more later. But let's test all of this out on the Prowling Demon. Yeah, nice and beastly immediately. And you know what? I forgot I got 2 Twinkling Titanites, so I'll go ahead and upgrade this Black Knight Halberd too, as if this couldn't get any better. At this point, I'm powerful enough to take on anything. Oh god, it hurts. What is going on? I'm like level 100. These buffed up hollows are on some other stuff, I swear. Jeez it! How embarrassing. I barely got away. No channeling around to buff you guys this time. Knight Lautrec rescued. I don't want a repeat of him killing my Firekeeper, but first I'll head around to snatch the basement key. No luau's this time, just a basic butchering of the battle boar. You're looking positively radiant, my friend. Lower Undeadburg opened up, and all of these lowly thieves cleared out. But I forgot to grab the Residence Key, so I'll make myself a purchase. Residence Key along with a very useful bottomless box. I'm activating the Drake now too, because I need to get the absolute noob trap that is the Drake Sword this playthrough, hilariously. Back down to Lower Undeadburg and Griggs is rescued. I'm still on the hunt for dupable items. I know I'll need a lot of souls moving forward. Parry this, you filthy casuals. Shortcuts opened up and I'm back at Firelink Shrine. Thanks Lautrec, I will absolutely take this Sunlight Medal. 9 more to go. And now I'm set up for a bit of a boss rush. I'm gonna use a humanity to turn human, but I may as well just dupe it first. This is where the bottomless box really comes in handy. I can keep 1 in my inventory and drop off the excess so I only use 1 instead of my whole stack. Oh, and since Griggs is here, I may as well buy out his entire inventory. 1 more dupe later and it's all mine. Now in human form, let's go get those Gargs. Hollows all cleared out. I'm going to summon Solaire and Lautrec for this. I know I'll get myself a Sunlight Medal from Solaire, but I don't remember if you get one from Lautrec too. Alright, Gargoyles, have at you. Ow. Okay, Gargoyle 1 status deleted. Gargoyle 2 status deleted. That was a lot faster than I expected, but I shouldn't be surprised considering how bricked up I am. Platinum Trophy cheaters, rise up. 1 Sunlight Medal, and that's from Solaire. That means Lautrec has no purpose any longer. First Bell of Awakening rung, and that's actually a trophy. Oh hey, it's Oswald the Pardoner. I'll take Karmic Justice, and I'll see you later. Should've given me more Sunlight Medals, Lautrec! Fap ring acquired and equipped. That ain't ever coming off. Well, it might. I probably don't need it. But the pain train continues. Down straight to Blighttown in Barbarian mode. Down the water wheel and at the bonfire, of course it's time for Maneater Mildred, who gets absolutely demolished. Bonfire lit, and I'm ripping through to Quelaag now. You're gonna stand still and use Magma Breath? Well, then I will simply dump my entire stamina bar to take off half of your health. Then, I'm just gonna do it again, and you're done. Who could have predicted that the secret to beating Chaos Witch Quelaag was, I don't know, about 100 soul levels and a rare weapon? Bell of Awakening 2 rung, and that's another trophy in the bag. Oh hey, Ainji. Yes, this time absolutely let me in, I'm totally a servant. I will join the Chaos Servant Covenant for a trophy, and I'll even dump 30 humanity to max it out right off the bat. All of those Chaos Pyromancies are mine. Ainji can actually upgrade my Pyromancy Flame too. I'll do 1 more quick dupe and then I'll go ahead and take my Pyro Flame all the way to plus 15. 1 more quick soul dupe and man, do I really need to let these filthy Smash players touch me again? Yeah, I actually do, surprisingly. But Quaylana of Izalith should have made an appearance now. Let's pay a visit to her one-stop swamp shop. Pyro Flame ascended and maxed out. I'll also go ahead and buy every single spell she's got while I'm here. Now that I'm egg-headed, I'm headed back to Ainji. This may seem odd, but it's all very important and meticulously planned out. Trust me, bro. Now, without a standard Pyromancy Flame and an Egghead, Ainji will give me a new Pyro Flame. This second flame I'm immediately upgrading to plus 15 as well, and I'm gonna buy Ainji's Poison and Toxic Mist. No memes this time around. Egghead can go and stay go forever. Its purpose has been served. Another soul dupe and it's back to Quaylana. I'm ascending this new flame, but leaving it at plus 0. I can trade this later to the Crow for a red slab. Next on the list is to pick up Power Within. After Pyromancy only, I know the way like the back of my hand. But this time I can actually murder the Chaos Bugs and Stalkers in my way, so it's a cinch. All the way up to the top, and Wall Hugger hewn, and Power Within's mine. I'm homeward bound. I will put all of my newfound Pyromancies on the bar now, but Power Within specifically is my new best friend, increasing my BKH's grugging power. Time to leave Blighttown, but first things first, it's a bit of a ramshackle root shoot to snatch up the remedy sorcery from this chest. That's a little bit of a tongue twister. Now it's doubling back to pick up the Blighttown Firekeeper Soul. Okay, now I can finally leave Blighttown and head all the way back up to Firelink Shrine. Estus reinforced, and it's a straight shot to Sen's Fortress. Snakes and traps are two great tastes that taste great together, but I got bigger fish to fry. Sigmeyer's Onion Quest progressed, and I'm heading all the way up to the top of Sen's. At least I would be if I didn't get bowled over. Logan's little lockup unlocked. God, I love shopping at Loco Logan's Wizarding Warehouse. Enough detours. All the way to the top this time. Big jump. Key acquired. Big jump. Ah, it's all coming up Wesley, baby. Shortcut unlocked and I'm chunking that giant for a chunk. An unrestricted playthrough, you say? I will choose to summon Iron Knight Tarkus. Oh my god, this guy doesn't stand a chance. And Orlando reached for yet another trophy. I just can't stop troofing. Gargoyle remesh and oh my god, I actually have to cut the tail. I killed it way too fast last time. There's the axe and oh, the halberd. Needed both of those. How fortuitous. Rafter renegades are hewn by my halberd. Now I will simply fall to my death. Alright, let's try that again with great combustion this time. Flickin' flames doing the trick. Gargoyle number 4. Plunging attack, I mean getting wombo comboed 3 times. It's a good thing I'm a filthy cheater, otherwise that might have gone very badly. I foresee zero problems with that filthy Anne Orlando Archer when I'm this beefed up. A sequence of sizzling snapperinos and he's charbroiled. Oh, hey, how's it going, Solaire? Chest Chaperone and Silver Knight snapped and that's 3 sunlight medals for me. But I haven't forgotten about the Onion Quest. I'm on the warpath. Silver Knight's got no chance versus the sausage sizzling snaps. I'm having myself a little bit of a barbecue.
Original or extra crispy?
Whew, I gotta stop myself before I accidentally turn onions here into caramelized onions. Quest progressed. Heading back down to chill with Solaire. Humanity restored, and I'm doing the big jump stair shortcut. Gonna snatch up the Silver Knight set since I'm here. Now I'll go ahead and open up the main door. If I don't do it immediately, I always forget. Breaking out the window to wrap around outside and whoops. Good thing I opened up that door, huh? Giants destroyed, and let's give that another go. This Silver Knight gets exactly what he deserves. Dragon Slayer drop round 2 is actually successful. 1 more unique weapon down. I'm at my good friend Giant B, which goes along with my master plan. I'm duping some big souls now. Starting off, I'm buying the giant weapons, which I need for the Knight's Honor trophy. Saves me grinding some giant kills here. I'm also buying a boatload of Twinkling Titanite. I'm maxing out the Silver Knight armor, and of course, my Black Knight halberd. Since I'm here with 8 million souls, I'll go ahead and buy the giant armor and max it out as well too. Now I may as well summon Solaire to slam Smo and Ornstein. I need to kill both Ornstein first and Smo first for their respective weapons. It's way easier to kill Ornstein first, so I'll do that in New Game Plus. Smo's getting wrecked this time. Whew, that was fast. How embarrassing. Super Ornstein is also destroyed easily. Solaire slinging spare sunlight medals. Not that I'm complaining. I've got more souls than I know what to do with. I'm jacking up to 60 Vite and Endurance and pumping my Int and Faith to 20. Lord Vestal acquired for Bonfire Warping, and that's another trophy in the bag. Really glad I pushed to get Bonfire Warping ASAP, just for my sanity. Bow only was pretty brutal. But I'm back to Firelink and the Onion Man's back with Emit Force. I will gladly take it. The world's my oyster at this point, but I need to have a conversation with Darkstalker Koth, so I'll start with the Abyss Walking World Tour. The Darkroot Garden detours first. Let's head down to that bonfire. Now I'll hit up Moonlight Butterfly. The Stone Giants here actually have a rare drop I need, but I'm not that lucky. I'll summon Beatrice and face off against the Butterfly. Despite having 7 attunement slots, I brought 0 Pyromancy that can actually hit Butterfly in the air. Oh well. Beatrice went ahead and soloed it for me. Ripping up the tower for the Divine Ember, and I'm boning back. Crest of Artorias used. Why yes, Alvina, I would love nothing more to join your covenant for a trophy. The Stone Giant armor is actually not required this time around. I'm in +5 Giants, but I just pick it up because I'm on autopilot. Big door opened, big clearing entered, and big wolf spotted. Giving Sif the old power within Fire Whip. Unsurprisingly, this is an uneventful fight when I'm this powerful. Abyss Walking unlocked. See? Got a trophy and everything. Back to Firelink. Oh man, how could I have forgotten Loco Logan's and his amazing deals? His prices aren't just low, they're loco. Anyways, that's the first batch of sorceries in the bag. It's time to head down to New Londo Ruins. Transient Curse obtained and I will be using it immediately. 1 more Firekeeper Soul acquired. I actually need its power to refill this massive health bar. And wow, a Jagged Ghost Blade. That's actually a really rare but not required for the Platinum Trophy drop. Ladder kicked, and Ghost House absolutely demolished with Chaos Firestorm. Haha, just kidding, I mean my trusty BKH. Ingward's given me the key to the seal, and I'm absolutely buying Resist Curse, and all of the transient curses I can carry, just in case. Unsealing the seal goes all according to plan, but I'm in body form again. I'll drop down and summon Beatrice? After all, why shouldn't I? Boss Fog entered, and I'm not even breaking my fap ring for Abyss Walking. Power Within primed for the Four Kings kerfuffle. Immediately life drained. That's a cool story, bro. I'll just show them the true power of a maxed out BKH. Unironically, I think Power Within is dealing more damage to me than these kings are. Poison defense maxing and +5 giant armor pilled. Another life drain, but it's gonna be the last one you ever do. Oh hey, it's the other primordial serpent, Darkstalker Koth. More like Dorkstalker. Yeah, I'll do whatever you want. I don't have my own ulterior motives or anything. Lord Vessel status, placed. Yes, I would like to learn the art of life drain, which is very edgelordy and cool. Dark Wraith Covenant trophy unlocked as well. I honestly can't remember if I need to max out this Covenant or not, but 30 humanity is small potatoes for a cheater such as myself. Covenant maxed out, and Dark Wraith armor with the Dark Sword obtained. Oh, look at that, Logan's gone. I guess I'll just get the duplicate spells from Griggs and then give him the business. I mean, the business. Free and easy Hush, and the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring obtained. I'm warping back to the princess and joining her covenant because I forgot. Trophy obtained. Alright, I'm done with you, lady. Now I need to get a Silver Knight Spear. I was fortunate enough to have the sword and shield drop as I was doing some sausage sizzling shenanigans, but I still need to get that spear. I'm working my way back to the bonfire, but first I'm heading down to the secret basement to grab Havel's armor set. This includes the Dragon Tooth and Shield, which are both required weapons for Knight's Honor. This chest is a mimic with the Occult Club, and that's also a convenient pickup for later. Now it's just a matter of sitting at the bonfire and then running to the Silver Knight with the spear next door. Killing it, and then heading past the stairs, and then killing the next two Spear Knights. Then head back to the bonfire and repeat the process. It took about 15 minutes of farming these Silver Knights until I finally got a spear. Of course, I ended up with a bunch of duplicate swords and shields. During this farming session, I remembered that having 99 soft humanity helps with your drop rate, as does the gold serpent ring. I've got quite a bit more farming to do, so I think that's the next task. Back to the top of Sen's Fortress via Anorlando. The stone ball launcher needs to launch a bunch of balls to fill a hole and then break a wall so I can get the ring. This will take a while, so you know what? I may as well dupe some more souls, and by some, I mean a very, very large amount. That should have been long enough. I'll just reposition and run down to grab myself the gold serpent ring. Time to spend those souls. I'm getting almost every single stat to near the soft cap, at a very comfortable soul level 227. Darkroot Garden's mostly done, but I have to return. It's time to get a Stone Greatsword and Stone Great Shield from the Giants. It's back to the bonfire by Moonlight Butterfly. This is a fast loop. Run in, kill the Giants as you work through the area, and then a homeward bone back. Well, that was a dud of a run. Run number 2 and I got myself the sword. Run 3 and I got myself the shield on the very first kill. Yeah, all in 6 minutes from Parish to finish farming this area. I will absolutely not complain about that. But now I've got a hankering for some dragon slaying. I'm gonna upgrade my flask real quick and head back down to the Valley of Drakes through New Londo. Hey, what's that shiny? Oh right, this is Beatrice's stuff. I never get this since I never summon her. Back on track, the zombie dragons guarding the Astora's Straightsword and Dragon Crest Shield. I'll snatch those up and give it the, get given the business. Okay, well, got everything I need, I don't have to come back there. But I've still got a hankering for dragon slaying, so I'm getting down to Darkroot Basin. Giving Havel the old halberd hewing for his ring. Surprisingly little resistance this time. Crystal Golems all crushed, and it's time for the main event, the Hydra. I will simply stand my ground, tank the hit, and slash a head clean off. I'm not going to risk going anywhere near the edge this time around. He can come to me. Now that that's finished, just going around the basin for the gold golem. Dusk rescued, then summoned, souls duped, then Dusk talked to, and all spells purchased. May as well do the double back for the Dusk Crown, even though chances are I shan't be needing it with this beastly, bulging BKH. Back at Firelink Shrine, oh right, I didn't buy Petrus's Miracle, so let's go ahead and do that now. And speaking of, I need to get Hria of Thurland back here. I should really go kill that Capra Demon now. Ripping back through the passageway, purchasing some wares along the way, then it's just busting up some thieves and dogs before the main event. I will simply press R1 over and over again until I win. Key acquired.
That was easy.
Depths unlocked, and I'm heading on down. These hollows can barely damage me in my beefed up armor, so this is truly easy mode. Working down to the butcher and I'm flipping him the bird. I'll take that ember. It's actually required. Now time to drop down for butcher number 2. Roasty toasted with fire whip. Laurentius status, rescued. Working up to the drop and slaying that big rat. How convenient, 1 humanity. Exactly what I needed. Slipping and a sliding down the slide and I'm opening up the bonfire. I'll burn that single humanity to turn human once again. I'm head down to Gaping Dragon, but if you think I won't be killing Kirk, Knight of Thorns, you really have not been paying attention to the literature. Dude, just imagine being Kirk, Knight of Thorns. Time for the Gapist himself, but I'm going to be summoning Solaire first. That's just for sunlight metal efficiency right there. I've got to cut the tail, it's a major priority, so I'm going to start with that. Oh yeah, 1 cut and it's clean off, very cool. Buffed up Gaping Dragon would normally be scary, but call me Brawly, because my power is maximum. Easy game, easy life, my guy. Back to Firelink, and I'll be buying out Laurentius' Pyromancy stockpile. Specifically, I need his unique Pyromancies, Flash Sweat and Iron Flesh. Oh, the clerics are here now, good to know. More roundup to do, I've got to head back to the asylum. Up the elevator and jumping onto the broken tower. I will grab the key this time around, only then will I become Egg. Back at the asylum, there's a bonus task to do. Black Knight dispatched. Oh, how convenient, a sword just for me? Why, thank you. But Oscar's the real target. Crest shield obtained. This is required for Knight's honor, surprisingly. Now I'm headed to the top, clearing the hollows and unlocking that mysterious gate. I'm following this to the end of the path for the rusted iron ring. That will make New Game Plus cycles through the swamp slightly less inconvenient. But now it's back to my old cell. I swear, this is somebody else's doll. It wasn't mine, I didn't make it in prison. Time to defeat my personally favorite boss, the Stray Demon. Listen, I'm just gonna stand my ground and spam R1s. Surprisingly, you don't actually have to kill Stray Demon for a trophy, but I do need a trinity of Titanite slabs, so that's 1 down. The clerics made their excursion, so it's time to head down to the Tomb of the Giants myself. I've got cast light, so I'm really not scared of the dark. Ripping on down, taking out the Necromancer, hitting the switch, and getting the bonfire. I'm single dropping first and slaying that prowling demon, then snatching up 3 Eyes of Death. I'll visit Nito later. I'm jumping down again to meet up with my old pal, Paladin Leroy. What do you mean I've never mentioned him before? Whatever. May as well make this as easy as possible for both of us. Leroy, quick, distract the Bone Wheelers and Dealers. Pinwheel absolutely pulverized in 2 attacks. Rite of Kindling unlocked. Oh yeah, Mask of the Father. It's giant dad time, baby. The run's truly blessed. Just kidding, there's really no benefit to using it at this insane stat block. Light casted, and I'm smashing these skeletons. Am I a cleric?
Not a chance.
Souls for dupin, and the Skull Lantern for skullduggery. Oh hey, Rhea. Cleric's cold. Yeah, your friends are dead. Give me that new miracle. We're done in here. Homeward Bone, I choose you. Yeah, you know what? I don't appreciate that kick in the pants there, buddy. I'm casting light and heading right to grab that bigger Divine Ember. Heh, I'll simply wait here for them to all gather up and destroy them all with a plunging attack. Then I'll grab that big McHuge large Divine Ember. Back at Firelink Shrine and I'm up to the parish. Rhea of Thurland, I would like the full miracle set, please. Yeah, and the Divine Blessing too. I'm never gonna use it though. Yeah, sure, weak, whatever. The guilty pay the price, or whatever. Petrus, you and your crocodile tears are next. Yeah, I found this cool pyromancy in the swamp, Laurentius, but you're never gonna find it. And you know what? I just don't like the way you've been looking at me. Curse resistance set on. It's time to farm some Eyes of Death. Daughter of Chaos, through the swamp. Oh hey, it's Sigmire. Yeah, buddy, have some grass. It's on the house. Now I'm culling those leeches along the way, and heading up to the secret, followed by double secret entrance to the Great Hollow. Weird decision. There's a lot of crystal lizards here, but I'm really bad at getting them. What I'm really here for is Eyes of Death from the basilisks nearby. You may remember this farming session from such videos as, can you beat Dark Souls using only miracles? Well, that run was a bust. Better get my 99 humanity from a quick dupe. Yeah, this is going a lot better with maxed out item discovery. That only took about 15 minutes all in. Not too shabby. I need to go down to Ash Lake, but I'll double dip that with some other business at a later date. I'm back at Firelink Shrine to head back down to the catacombs. Single drop once again, whiffing completely to my death. Just try that again, and this time I'm tucking myself into that coffin. Directly transported to Nito's lair, and I'm joining the Covenant for a trophy. Now I'm making a donation in your name of 10 Eyes of Death. Gravelord Greatsword, Gravelord Sword Dance, and Gravelord Greatsword Dance obtained. 1 weapon and 2 miracles for trophy progress. And that's friendship ended with Gravelord Nito. I will simply head down and kill you now. Rehydrating my beef jerky body. Light casted, and I'm crushing my way through the Tomb of the Giants. Leroy, I thought we were good friends. Instantly killed, and that's the Grant and Sanctus for me. These are both required for the Knight's Honor trophy. The pinwheel room's usually a pain, but I'll just kill them all for once in my life. I'm going to need a couple of white Titanite slabs, and I know there's one around here somewhere. It took a minute, but I finally found it. I am so tired of waiting for Nito to get over here. I'm going in! R1 spam, and wow, that was a very easy fight. Who could have predicted this? Trophy acquired. I feel compelled to reload the area for the Paladin set too, for no reason. 2 final tasks in the tomb. I need the Effigy Shield and the Crescent Axe. Turns out, I can just buy the axe from Patches. May as well get the rest of his wares while I'm at it. Those 3 Eyes of Death would have been nice a little earlier, dude. Now.
Back to the pit.
Cast Light and back on the slaughtering. Just down the hatch, and I'm snatching up that shield, and I'm done here this playthrough. Next, Lord Soul, let's hit up the Duke's Archives. Braining those battle boars, and I'm heading up the elevator. Now it's time to whack off these hollows and crushing that crystal golem for the pendant. The DLC doesn't actually have any trophies, so it's not required for the platinum, but I will be making an excursion to save myself some headache. Up the elevator, and I'm getting trashed by Seath the Skillless in my pretty princess dress. Hey, don't laugh. Gives me curse resistance. Rest in pieces, 97 humanity. Prison status braked, and I'm ripping on downstairs to obliterate these octopi. The running attack with this halberd is really something else, man. Serpent men slain, key acquired, and music muffled forever. Back up, and it's time for the escape. Clearing out the hollows, and I'm heading straight for the staircases. Slapping the hollows all the way to the second staircase, and I'm wrecking that channeler, then grabbing strong magic shield. Now I'm turning the staircase and heading on down. Door unlocked, but bonfire not rested at. It's definitely the right call doing this, by the way. Archives treasure room chests pillaged. Keys acquired, and the very important enchanted falchion with crystal ember obtained. Gold golem defeated, and Sigmayr's daughter rescued. Yeah, I saw your dad, okay, bye. Bone wording back to the prison, all the way to the bottom now. Every single octopi destroyed. 2 miracles for my troubles, and Big Hat Logan rescued. Oh, and 1 more Firekeeper soul to go, please. Now it's running all the way back down to the bonfire. Oh look, Loco Logan's Duke's Archive branch is open. Better go ahead and dupe some souls to become the consumer once again. My second favorite pastime. Whew, that was a big fat soul. I'm gonna go ahead and finally reach 40 all main stats. Then I'll push up to 45 strength and dex, just for funsies. Bonfire kindled to the extreme. I'm also gonna go ahead and upgrade the Paladin set to the max with Twinkling Titanite. Mostly for the curse resistance. The giant armor's one weakness is that it has virtually no curse resistance. But enough lollygagging. It's down to the crystal caves. This area is basically just a straight line. Granted, it's filled with invisible walkways, but it's aligned to the boss nonetheless. This time, since I actually have a weapon, I can choose to slam jam all the clams. Immortality shattered, and with power within primed, I gotta go straight for the tail. This one's always a bit confusing to cut, but you really gotta go for just the tip. Just like in real life. Tail severed for the Moonlight Greatsword. Now I can just banana slam with a big blind dragon, and that's 1 more trophy in the bag. Loco Logan chatted to. He's gone a little bit crazy, which isn't surprising given how low his prices are. So let's just reload and snatch that rewards program catalyst first. Now back to the top of the archives once again, after getting gang-stalked on the staircase. At the top, Loco Logan, please get backstabbed. White Dragon Breath acquired, and the very large Magic Ember too. That's most of the archives done, but I need a change of scenery first. Time to head down to the Dark Moon Tomb to get that bonfire. Now it's up to the Painted World of Ariamis. I'm snatching up the last spell and the Wisdom of the Sage trophy along the way. Now I'm Mario 64 in it. Painted World Parade. Just a quick rip around to open up the first door. Then at the bottom of the well, I'm turning these bone wheels into bone piles all over the place. Revenge at its finest. Door unlocked, the Annex key acquired, followed by the Fire Surge Pyromancy. There's more Pyromancy out here, so let's take on Xanthus King Jeremiah on the outside before picking up Acid Surge. 2 swings and he's done. Up to the Annex now using the key, and I'm gonna trash these crow demons. And here's the miracle, Vow of Silence. I know there's something else I need in here, but this is not it. I'll try again later. Right now, I need 10 Souvenirs of Reprisal for the Dark Moon Covenant. Up the stairs, crow demons destroyed, items plucked up, and then bone wording back. Repeat until 10 Souvenirs of Reprisal. Not a huge deal with 410 item discovery. Now it's time to head back up to the Annex one more time, but this time, I'm smashing this door and grabbing Velka's rapier. I knew it was around here somewhere. Just a few more tasks in the Painted World. First up is to get the Dark Ember. Future West knows that this is technically skippable since I have the Occult Club, but I'm here, and I'm ripping up the Annex again and heading towards the end, and there's the Dark Ember. Now for the Blood Shield, a shield no one ever gets because it's completely unremarkable. Up the tower to the Undead Dragon, and that's snatched up. Now I'll cowardly run away, all so I can get myself some revenge. I haven't forgotten the last time, even though it wasn't you specifically. That exposed claw gives me an easy kill. Finally time to take on Priscilla and get the heck out of here. I'm priming up Power Within, and I'm giving her the old Fire Whip. That's an instant tail cut, and now she's dead. I'm grabbing the Xanthus crown and jumping on out of here forever. Hello, Firekeeper. I would like to +1 my flask. Now I will return to Firelink Shrine. Yeah, I saw your father. He's down below. Okay, see you later. I have one final task to do in the Duke's Archives. I need to farm a Channeler's Trident. This is just going up from the bonfire to the first Channeler, killing it, and then if I don't get the Trident, I homeward bone and repeat the process. Well, that only took 4.5 minutes, all in. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Channeler's Trident acquired and one more weapon for the Knight's Honor trophy. Before tackling Lost Izalith, I'm gonna dump all of my souls. Yeah, that should be enough upgrade materials, right? I'm also snatching up the Hawk Ring. Good old Giant B surely won't be needing it. I'm back, Chaos Lady. Here's 30 humanity for my past transgressions against you or something. I really don't know how the Covenant system works in this game. Big steppy down to the Ceaseless Discharger. Nazgul cosplay yoinked and uh-oh, he's mad. But bricked up like this, he's no threat to me. He's gonna try to do a big jump, but he sealed his own fate. I actually almost killed him naturally before he dropped. Oof, lava receded. And look, it's Kirk, Knight of Thorns. How will Kirk ever recover? Barbed straight sword obtained. Now then, let's go ahead and rip past everything. I'm taking the Covenant shortcut. Gotta get my Sunlight Maggot every single time, even though I really don't need it. I need a total of 10 Sunlight Medals, and this is the place to farm them. But because of all the summonings I did earlier, I don't actually need to farm that many. And it really didn't take that long, which is nice, because this can really suck. Now to move on to Flaming Dumper Demon. I will simply stand my ground and kill it easily with my BKH. One more demon down. And speaking of demons going down, it's immediately down to the Centipede Demon. As usual, this is running to the side for some big waiting. Oh good, he's here now, finally. A few big combos with my BKH and it's all over. Orange Charred Ring acquired. It's such a shame that Lost Izalith was clearly unfinished with this lava lake and giant dragon dumpers, but I'm at the next bonfire. Uh-oh, it's the Daughter of Chaos. I sure hope she doesn't die immediately. Oh no, it's Kirk, Knight of Thorns. Now for Chaos Fireweb from the chest, and it's off to find Sigmire. Ah, there he is. Time to use the Giant Slayer Greatbow. For no reason other than I actually have the stats to use it for once in my life. Alright, buddy, let's get down there and fight those last Chaos Eaters. What's the worst that could happen? Oof, got him. Hey, wait, stop. You got a death wish, buddy? Oh boy, looks like I did get the best outcome, however. Back on task, I know there's a red Titanite slab around here somewhere. And there it is. Wow, that was fast. Now for the worst part of every Dark Souls playthrough, Bed of Chaos. Suffice to say, I won. And since I've won, let's head back down to the Daughter of Chaos. I'm grabbing my very own Armor of Thorns. Just imagine being Kirk, Knight of Thorns. Am I right, gamers? Then it's back to Koilana's one-stop swamp shop to tell her the story of how I absolutely wrecked Bed of Chaos. And she gives me Fire Tempest. All pyromancies obtained for the Bond of a Pyromancer achievement. Massacre mode engaging. Koilana murked. Koilag's sister murked. And Ainji absolutely destroyed by facts and logic. Now for the embers in the demon ruins. There's actually 2 here, hilariously. The Legion of Taurus demons are no match for me, even if they completely surround me and give me the Knight of the Roxbury treatment. But in the lava pool is my prize. Orange Charred Ring, lend me your power. That's the Chaos Flame Ember. Now back down to the demon ruins real quick for the next one. Instead of going towards the boss gate, I will simply turn to my left. This couldn't possibly be a trap. Oh my god, who could have predicted this? Afterwards in the chest is the large flame ember. Alright, that's Demon Ruins and Izalith finished. Let's skedaddle. What's that, a final adventure? Alright, sounds like I need to head down to Ash Lake myself. But first, I think it's time to become a Sunlight Warrior and then get the biggest noob trap in the game. Back at the parish, the Drake's tail is shot off with my Dragon Slayer Greatbow for the Drake's sword. One more weapon down. Now the Drake itself meets its end to my halberd. Solaire's not here, but the statue's all I need. Warriors of Sunlight joined and 10 Sunlight medals given for Great Lightning Spear. Now to find Sigmire. Somehow I managed to make it down to the bottom of the Great Hollow unscathed. Just kidding, I fell to my death like 4 times. By the bonfire, and we're witnessing the end of the Tale of Two Onions. Titanite slab acquired, and she can go and stay go now. Sand running through these dunes, and I'm snatching up the hidden miracle down here. Into the lesser hollow tree and going the very obnoxious long way around to find a hidden drop. Now I've got the miracle Great Magic Barrier. One more task. It's a bit of a sprint all the way to the end. The everlasting dragon's here and Ki-yaw! Dragon Greatsword acquired. Yeah, buddy, let me in your covenant. All is forgiven. Done and done, it's back topside. Only to head immediately down to the Kiln of the First Flame. Lord Soul's inserted into the Lord Vessel, and the path to the end is unlocked. But no, it's not time to end the game just yet. The Black Knights in the Kiln of the First Flame have guaranteed drops of various types of Titanite chunks. I also need one of every Black Knight weapon. It's running this gauntlet, killing everything until I get one of each Black Knight weapon, and enough of each type of Titanite chunk to get the weapon upgrade path trophies. I'll see you in a bit. Almost exactly 1 hour later. You really need a lot of each color of chunk, man. But I still need the power of the slab. Like I said earlier, there's no trophies for the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, so I don't need to do it explicitly, but the DLC does have easy access to a regular white and blue Titanite slab. It's down to Darkroot Basin now, and getting slurped back in time to Ulasil. Sanctuary Guardian dies very quickly to a Power Within BKH. It's not even fair at this point. 4 hits later and I'm talking to Elizabeth, Queen of Shrooms. Now it's just a matter of running through the Royal Woods for the shortcut. Calamite, you're gonna get a pass this time around. Now I may as well just trash Artorias right now. Power Within and a maxed out BKH make short work of the Abyss Walker. Barely any effort required, and they say this game is hard. Getting through Ulasil Township always sucks, so I'm going with the Patrician's choice of Hidden Body with the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. I just want to be left alone, guys, come on. A quick jog down to the bottom past all of the enemies. Crest key acquired, then that's the shortcut unlocked. Now I'm doubling back to Calamite's area. Killing Calamite wouldn't even be a challenge, but what I'm really after is this secret waterfall slab. Behind waterfalls is truly the greatest place to hide treasures. Now it's back down to Ulasil Township and sneaking past the guards to the Chasm of the Abyss. Do I need Dark Bead? No. Am I grabbing it? Yes. Continuing to stealth through the Abyss, there's a hidden white Titanite slab right before the Manus boss fight. Big Humanity's killed and slab yoinked. I could kill Manus easily, but I will show mercy. Now for the last task in here, the blue slab. This is just heading back to the Royal Woods via the shortcut. Listen, I know it's here somewhere, I just never grab it. Alright, I finally found it. It's right here, pretty cheekily hidden in the reeds. Blue slabs are hard to come by and I need to get 2. Well, you know, you need 2 of every slab, but whatever. For my second red slab, I need to go do some trades with the Crow. Back to the Undead Asylum again. God, it just never ends. The Butcher Sack that I found earlier is traded to the Crow for the Demon's Great Hammer. I'll get another one of these in the inevitable New Game Plus cycles, but no time like the present. Next, I'm trading the Skull Lantern for the Ring of Fog. I don't need a lantern, I have the Maggot and Cast Light. Most importantly now is if you trade the Crow an ascended but not upgraded Pyroflame, you can get a red Titanite slab. That's the easiest way to get a second red Titanite slab. Now that I'm situated, I've got the embers, I've got the materials. Let's smith. Andre, take the large ember. Oh, come on, I forgot the very large ember. Well, let's just do a quick run through of New Londo causing double death to these ghosts, and Big McHuge large ember obtained. Alright, let's try that again. Andre, take the very large ember, and the divine ember. Yeah, the Big McHuge divine ember too. Now for the occult ember. I would also like to buy a lot of longswords, and I would like every last one of them upgraded to +5. Now, 1 to +6, 1 to raw, and 1 to divine. Raw to raw +5 for the raw weapon trophy, the divine to +10 for the divine weapon trophy, the standard weapon to +15 for the strongest weapon trophy. Now I'm upgrading the enchanted falchion from the Duke's Archives and the occult club from Anor Londo and maxing these out as well. Occult weapon trophy and enchanted weapon trophy earned. One more longsword to +10 at Andre. Then it's down to New Londo again and take this Ember Rickard of Vinheim. Take my longsword to magic +9. I'll need another blue slab, but that can wait, and I can upgrade it myself. In Anor Londo, it's time to do some plundering. This chest guarded by the giant guards is a mimic with a crystal halberd. Guess I really didn't need that crystal ember either. Back to my old friend Giant B. Give me a +5 lightning longsword and a +5 crystal halberd for the lightning weapon and crystal weapon trophies. Getting real close. I need that second blue slab. This one's a massive pain to get. It's hidden deep in the crystal caves on a very awkwardly winding invisible path. The best way to try to get a blue slab is to try to snag it from one of these crystal lizards, but in the likely scenario it doesn't work, there is one guaranteed blue slab. You need to use the bow to plant arrows to show you the correct path. This is definitely really annoying and super slow, but after some careful trailblazing, I've got it. That's so tedious, it's no wonder I never bother with magic weapons in Dark Souls. I can just upgrade this myself though. Magic weapon trophy obtained. Now it's time to Vominos down to Vamos for the last upgrade path trophies, my favorite. Oh well, I've got a maxed out divine longsword, so this should be less annoying than usual. Dropping down and heading the wrong way. Whoops, every time, I swear. Dark Moon Seance Ring actually required this time around. Now to loop up and around to find Tranquil Walk of Peace. I hate coming down here so much, it's unreal, bros. But I found it, using my superior gaming brain. Just don't fall to your death, just don't fall to your death. Great. Vamos, you are now legally obligated to take these embers and give me a bunch of fire weapons. Bunch of smithing later, and 2 fire longswords are upgraded to fire plus 10 and chaos plus 5. Fire weapon and chaos weapon trophies achieved. You'd think that smithing would be over, but it's just getting started. First things first though, let's get some use out of that Dark Moon Seance Ring. Teleporting to the Dark Moon Tomb, and I'll join your terrible Blades of the Dark Moon Covenant, Gwendolyn, for now, and for the achievement. I will also give you all 10 required Souvenirs of Reprisal. Dark Moon Blade unlocked. Now I will simply walk forward and instantly break the Covenant. I'm rolly and tanky enough to eat the shots. Come on, do the bow attack, come on, you know you want to. Dork's son Gwendolyn 3-shotted. One more boss down, and I'm claiming my prizes, which is nothing, Sunlight Blade, and an armor set that I won't use. Dude, nice. May as well kill Lady of Darkling while I'm at it. Yeah. Now back to regularly scheduled smithing. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but this is a lot of prep work. You need to make every single boss soul weapon. This is a lot of referencing a list and purchasing and upgrading weapons that you need, not just for this playthrough, but the next 2 playthroughs as well. I made sure I had everything that I needed at the appropriate upgrade level. This is all so I don't have to bother with Ember gathering shenanigans again. It just streamlines the process for New Game Plus cycles. After a quick double check, it's time to end this playthrough finally. One last trip through the kiln of the first flame, and it's time to give Gwyn the business end of my BKH. He stands 0 chance. I basically permanently stunlocked him with a power within BKH. Grugs rise up. I need both endings for trophies, so this time it's an instant link to fire. 1 ending down and immediately starting New Game Plus. Asylum Demon downed at first chance, and I'm straight into Lordran. With Gwyn's soul I can get the last miracle. I'm ripping through the Valley of Drakes and getting to the Parish, then straight to the Sunlight Altar. Once I hand over Gwyn's soul, Sunlight Spear is mine and the Prayer of a Maiden trophy for obtaining every miracle. And that's also the last of the original content. Everything from now on is a repeat. All because I need to make 3 weapons from Sif's soul. Yikes. Well, I need a few other weapons too, but Sif's 3 boss soul weapons are the limiting factor. Almost everything non-essential is getting cut. It's speedrunning time. Gargoyles crushed, down to Blighttown, and Quaylag's getting creamed. All the way back up to Sen's Fortress, and Iron Golem's clock cleaned. And Orlando Rafter Rampage and Ornstein and S'more are getting the business. I guess worth noting is that I need to kill Ornstein first this time so I can get Smo's soul to make his hammer. Not that that's a big problem, it's easier to kill Ornstein first anyways. Lord Vessel obtained, and get me out of here. Gwendolyn also gets the privilege of getting killed a second time since I need his second weapon. He's definitely a lot more lethal in New Game Plus, and a lot more resilient. But Dark Sun? More like Dead Sun. Crest of Artorias purchased and used. Moonlight Butterfly also has 2 boss soul weapons, so just get down here so I can kill you. I forgot I'm a fully realized wizard. I'm too busy grugging it. Sif 2 of 3. Way more lethal this time around. I guess I need to actually start paying attention. Just kidding, I will simply mash R1. Abyss walking achieved, etc. Now to finish this out, it's down to the catacombs to take out Pinwheel and then immediately have a real neato battle here. Then it's just Abyss walking down to New Londo to free the 4 kings from prison, and then from this mortal coil. Next, of course, is Izalith for the quadrilogy of Ceaseless, Fire Sage, Centipede Demon, and the always terrible Bed of Chaos. Last but not least is the Duke's Archives. Imprisoned, escaped, and dragon hunted in less time than it takes to get a pizza delivered. Lord Soul plays to get to Gwyn through the kiln of the first flame, and this time I actually have to spam Estus to beat him. Good old New Game Plus difficulty spikes. I need the second ending, so I'm walking out of here for Dark Lord. Hey, what? Leave me alone. Interesting, that's a new one. Anyways, Dark Lord ending, and that's an achievement. One final hurrah here. This is just getting out of the asylum, and starting with Quaylag, I can then head back up and do an immediate detour to Sif on the way to the Gargoyles, before heading back to Anor Londo via Sen's Fortress. After smashing Iron Golem one last time, of course. This feels like the longest trip of my life, but I'm finally at the giant blacksmith again. Now I can make the last set of weapons I need using my accumulated boss souls. That's the Knight's Honor Trophy, followed immediately by the Platinum, the Dark Soul. Doing the Platinum felt pretty long, but after all is said and done, apparently it only took 11 hours, 1 minute, and 8 seconds on the in-game clock. That Black Knight Halberd drop really changed my plans on this one. Not that I'm complaining. Melee may not be as strong as Magic or Pyromancy, but it definitely simplifies a lot of combat encounters. You don't need to worry about running out of spell casts, you can just kill whatever you need. Platinum trophies really are a funny thing. They really vary in terms of quality, time investment, and fun. So how's the Dark Souls Platinum? With duping, it's honestly pretty okay. The 2 ending trophies and killing all of the bosses makes sense for trophies. The rest of the trophies, though, are a typical grind fest, which does kind of suck. Gathering rare Covenant materials from miracles and a massive amount of embers and upgrade stones to make a series of weapons you'll never even use feels like a big waste of time. That was a big problem with the Demon Souls Platinum trophy too. The consumable dupe alleviates a lot of the trophy nonsense though. If I had to grind humanities for Covenant specifically, it would have been super annoying, especially when you can just dupe them and move on with your life. Obviously I'm playing Remastered on PlayStation 4, but I'm pretty sure every version of Dark Souls has its own unique dupe. I would absolutely recommend duping if you're going on a trophy hunt. Without duping, getting the Platinum probably would have taken at least twice as long. Having 99 soft humanity greatly improves your drop rate, which means you're more likely to get the rare drops a lot faster. This isn't even getting into the amount of souls you need to spend for various blacksmithing costs and upgrade stones. You'd have to farm quite a bit of souls. I really don't care for FromSoft's scaling New Game Plus cycles, so having to do at least 1.5 kind of sucks, but that's just the reality of these games. One of my wishes would be the ability to go into a New Game Plus cycle without the awkward scaling. It'd be pretty fun to go back through the early game at max level and trash everything. Just imagine having fun in video games. Even though my time in New Game Plus cycles is probably 2 hours or less, I just can't help but feel that it's really tacked on. Now at the end of the day, Xbox Kid was right all along. The most important thing isn't beating the games, it's showing everyone online that I did. I'm glad that I platinumed Dark Souls, but I'm also glad that it's over. See you guys next time.